الان من دعوت میکنم از آقای کامران الهیان که اولین سخنران امروز ما هستند. ایشون معرف حضور خیلی ها هستند. ایشون یک کارآفرین سرمایه‌گذار موفق در حوزه‌های فناوری هستند. تعدادی از شرکت‌هایی که ایشون تأسیس کردن و فروش رفته بالغ بر 8 میلیارد دلار بوده و در حوزه‌های اجتماعی فعال و پیشرو هستند. من با یک جمله از خود آقای الهیان ازشون دعوت می‌کنم که به ما ملحق شن. صداشون ایشون الان هم در بانکوک هستن و از سال 2000 هم ایشون از بعد سوتا هم همراه ما بودن. جمله ایشون من می‌کنم که آدم رو به فکر فرو ببره. من یک کاتالیزور نوآوری، یک بشردوست و یک کارآفرین بدون مرز هستم. من به موفقیت رسیدم، شکست را جشن گرفتم و پست انسانیت را به سوی دنیای بهتر خم کردم. آقای کامران
خوشحالم که با ایتون میتونم صحبت بکنم. کاش که من اونجا میتونستم باشم. متاسفانه بیزینس خیلی مهمی که بانکوک دارم و نمیتونستم ببینم ایتون. صحبتی که من امروز میکنم درباره اینویشن اکانومی هستش و چجوری دنیا داره عوض میشه به خاطر آرتفیشال اینتلیجنس، به خاطر AI. و با عزتون من چون فارسی خوب نیستش صحبت رو به انگلیسی بقیه‌اش انجام میدم. کویکلی من بک‌گراندم انترپرنور بودم. برای حدود 25 سال 10 تا کمپانی شروع کردم. 3 تاشون ورشکست شدن، 2 دفعه فایر شدم، اما 7 تاشون موفقیت آمیز بودن و از این 7 تا 3 of them became unicorn IPOs. Then the next 15 years of my life, I had a global venture capital fund at $350 million, and I had a lot of successful exits, but the biggest one was a company called SoundHound that was another unicorn. And between all of these companies, 4 unicorns, I had the honor and privilege of being involved with. And also my wife and I, for the last 26 years or so, have been involved in philanthropy. But about 8 years ago, I became an innovation catalyst. And since I was traveling all over the world, many of the governments would ask me to advise them, and I was also advising a lot of different incubators, accelerators all over the world. And this was something that was quite satisfying, lots of interesting meetings, till actually I was in Bangkok, and one of my friends asked me to advise his company. He had a multi-billion-dollar conglomerate in energy in Thailand, and he wanted me to help bring innovation to his company. And I told him that, look, I'm not familiar on how to advise corporations. I know how to create big companies myself or advise entrepreneurs or governments, but let me go and find out who can help me on that. And I was really privileged to come across Dr. Pedro Mokrian, an adjunct professor at Stanford University, who had a lot of venture capital experience, also quite an amazing genius. And through this, we put a team together, including former vice provost of Stanford, to see how we could really go and help an enterprise. And you might wonder, why would I go instead of working with entrepreneurs or instead of working with incubators, accelerators, governments? Why would I go and work with enterprises. The key part on that was I saw because of emergence of AI, uh, the whole world is changing, and many of the biggest multi-billion-dollar companies are going to go through bankruptcy. And it is all caused because of innovation economy. At the beginning of 21st century, about 24 years ago, because of broadband, we started to have innovation economy. And the main difference between innovation economy versus knowledge economy is in knowledge economy, ideas were very important, and you had to patent everything, you had to keep everything secret. In innovation economy, ideas are a dime a dozen. You can use Chat GPT, or you can use Perplexity. If you haven't done that, use any of these, or Llama, and say, give me 5 ideas in the field of healthcare, in the field of robotics, in so and so country. And it will immediately go and give you 5 ideas, 10 ideas. You can even ask for these ideas to follow the basics of innovative design principles. Any of these things, design thinking, all of these it would give you. So ideation is not so important. It is really implementation and execution. And if you look at it, the world is changing very fast. We had bookstores, it got replaced by digital books, and we had music stores, it all disappeared. We had video stores, it all disappeared. So many people say innovation economy is really disruption, but creative disruption. It is something that entrepreneurs, young entrepreneurs, come up with a new way to disrupt the old way of doing things and coming up with a whole new way. However, if you try to bring innovation to an enterprise, to a multi-billion-dollar company, the last thing they want is disruption. The last thing they want is to be, look into a revolutionary new way. Enterprise does not like major change. And many advisors come and tell enterprises that you really have to learn be more entrepreneurial. That's one of the craziest things to tell a big organization who has so many employees, tens of thousands of employees, multi-billion-dollar revenue, to say be entrepreneurial and think like an entrepreneur startup which has only little money and a few people. So it is really important to know that enterprises want some sort of evolutionary approach, but not an evolutionary approach that takes 1,000,000 years or 50 years, really exponential evolution. And that's how about 2 years ago, a year and 8 months ago or so, I decided after 24 years, go and become an entrepreneur again. So no more venture capital, no more global philanthropy, just go, and no more advising governments, go and try to do something new to help bring innovation, AI-driven innovation to enterprises. And within the last 18 months, because of AI, the investment in innovation is not anymore a luxury, it is a necessity. If a big enterprise does not do that, they will go bankrupt. And mark my words, see how many of the companies are going to suffer on this. And every corporate leader realizes this. If you look at it every day, corporate executives read Wall Street Journal, Economist, New York Times, and it tells them AI is going to change everything. So this has become something that every big corporation knows it. And it's not, again, that they don't have ideas. They just don't know, with the thousands of ideas that they have, how to produce results, how to create the next iPhone, how to create the next Apple Watch, the next iPad, the next compelling product that would create new jobs and take them to the next level. And so we zeroed in with these professors from Stanford, and we help enterprises have a strategic focus, give them a lot of chance to get quick insights, and teach them about the venture process. We ask them not to work on one company like an entrepreneur, not on one project, but every 6 months start 10 different projects and work in them and see after a few months which one of them have potential. And we bring them to Stanford, we help them take it to the next level and see which one of them has a potential. And then we push them to kill 7 or 8 of them and zero in on 1 or 2 which have real potential after 3 months, after 4 months, and then go and zero in on that to make it a whole new division and optimize their portfolio. At this stage, it might make sense for me to just show you how we do this thing in a new way. Let me just show you some of the most amazing, groundbreaking things that our team has developed that might be interesting for you. My friend, the guy who was chairman of this multi-billion-dollar company, he had actually received this presentation from a very compelling company called X Energy. And it was doing modular nuclear energy using fusion. And he was so excited, and he was thinking he should go and invest in it because the technology, everything is so unique, and the presentation looked fantastic, super professional. And actually, the chairman is a very accomplished Iranian American person, amazing things. And I just told him, hold on, let me show you what we can do in terms of going and evaluating what is the real market, who else is doing this kind of a thing, and whether we should look at this company or another company. So this is the beta version, and this is the first conference I'm giving you a demonstration of this technology. Through this, I have an inbox of all of my pipeline. I can go and look at thousands of companies. So let's go and look at this company that my friend had mentioned. And here it is that same presentation. I will upload it. And I say, this goes to my inbox because I don't know how good it is. And the tag, I can say modular nuclear energy company. And I add it as a company. You see, it starts to add that. It starts to read every slide, every page, and try to ingest it, analyze it, and tell me who else is doing this, and what are the competitors, what are the potential partners, what are the other companies that my friend should invest in. And imagine before this, if he wanted to do this, he would have to hire an investment banker and say, go and help me evaluate this company and see whether it makes sense. Or if he wanted to find out the competitors, he would have to go through, sit in many of these conferences that many different organizations have, and take them a year to meet with 10, 20 potential competitors and see which one of them makes sense. And here, the analysis is done. It went and read all of this. And all of the things that you see on the white background is what the company says, and the shaded is what we found. So this company was started in 2009, has raised 46 million, and it has had 13 rounds, which is concerning. And while on their presentation, they only had 2 people, we found 53 people, which we know are associated with this company. And we can go and look at Mr. Ghafarian, Kam Ghafarian, obviously. He might even be in the audience, I do not know. It goes and shows it that he is my second level contact. And if I wanted to talk with him, I could, or I could go and, excuse me for a second. Or I could come and look at another person like, say, John Kennedy, who is the on the technical side of this company. And I can immediately just message him and ask him, start questions. Hey, what is your company? How good is it? And another thing I will show you, we can go back and look at who are the competitors, who else has got these type of products. All the information you want to know are in here. And what is amazing is such a wonderful company, you find out it has about 20 competitors, 20 other companies, which are all doing the same kind of things. And I checked on one of them with my friend, and it was a company called NewScale that is based in Oregon. And I found out that they have raised 469 million. It's already a public company. And guess what? When you go and look at this company, how many patents they have 83 patents. And the first patent, seismic attenuation system for a nuclear reactor, seems to be quite important. So if you check it, it comes and says that here is the patent, and it is quite a substantial patent, but there are 83 other patents like this. So in a very quick way, he could decide whether he should go and do this thing or not. And basically, there is a whole new market category about how to bring AI-powered innovation for major enterprises. And where we have really zeroed in has been to go and not just work with high-tech companies, but go and work with textile companies, shipping companies, construction companies, all over the world. It's amazing how big is the demand there. And fundamentally, we try to help a big enterprise go through exponential evolution and change, not in 50 years, but within 3 years, completely change the enterprise and create jobs of future and save the company from going bankrupt. So that is what has been keeping me busy the last year and a half. And it has been a lot of fun to be an entrepreneur again.
خیلی ممنون از تو.
انشالله سال دیگه میتونم بیام و بایدون باشم. مرسی دوستان عزیز.
امیدواریم حضوری هم ببینیمتون و امیدواریم در آینده دوستان ما که توی مجاور کار میکنن بتونن یه همکاری مشترک میوچوال اینترست درست بشه که بتونیم باشون همکاری بکنیم.